Hey guys, I'm P-Freak. Welcome back to Pokemon Fire Red. Last time we made through the rock tunnel here over to Lavender Tan and Lavender Tan, okay. And before that, we also explored Route 11 and the Diglett's Cave, and got HM05 Flash from going all the way back over to Route 2. I think it was Route 2, pretty sure. In this part, we have a few things we can do here in Lavender Town, but before we do any of those, I want to venture on over here to Route 8. Over here, if we can pass by these trainers, you're gonna fight me if I go through here, aren't you? Yep. Well, I was gonna have to fight at least one of you guys, so I guess technically you're considered a required battle. And you only have 2 Pokemon. Okay, that's not too bad. We have Clefairy. I also checked. Oh yeah, that's right. We no longer have to use Shockwave. We have Thunderbolt already. Again, Shockwave kind of a waste, but hey, if a never mind, Shockwave. This is exactly what I was about to say. If a Pokemon has an evasion raising move, then I guess Shockwave's still here. What was I gonna say before that? There's something I was gonna say. Ah well, forget about it. Oh yeah, now I remember what I was gonna say. I took a look real quickly at everyone else's nature since I completely forgot to do so when I first caught them. Whoops, why do I keep doing that? It's out of boredom that I usually click the other buttons. So anyways, I checked up Rhett's nature, and I checked up Bun's nature. Bun has a neutral nature, so not too bad, but Rhett has a bold nature, which I believe raises attack and lowers defense, so kinda useless, but let's see how strong the Thunderbolt does. How well the Thunderbolt does. Yeah, I kind of expected that much. Eventually when Rhett does evolve, it should be able to one-shot more Pokemon. It does have a nice animation though, that little flashing ball in the middle. It's kinda cool. Alright, there we go. So now that I can get past at least one of you guys, yes, right over here, we have a patch of grass here. And in this is a Pokemon that I want to capture for our team. Let me see, is this going to be it? Yes, it is! This is Growlithe. You will not see Growlithe if you're playing Leaf Green version. This is a Fire Red exclusive version. It's either Growlithe or Vulpix, and Growlithe honestly is the better of the two. Growlithe has better attack and special attack and just better offensive prowess in general. Ninetales is more defensively oriented, but it's still kind of weak in that department. So let's get a Thunder Wave on this thing. Paralyzed. Now Growlithe is another one of those Stone Evolution Pokemon, so I'm gonna probably be waiting a few levels before I actually evolve it. Because we will be able to evolve this thing very soon, if not already. I don't know if we got a Firestone yet, but it should be good to capture now. Let's use a Great Ball, since we have this now. 1, 2, 3, boom. Easy. Not bad, not bad. Oops, I forgot to read that. All I read was very friendly. That's my bad for A-spamming. Now, what are we gonna name this little puppy? A lot of people like to put down Arcanine because it's a pun off of its evolution form, but I want to think of something different. Okay, this isn't very original, but this is what I say every time I see a dog. Pupper. Because every dog is a pupper. You can't tell me otherwise. Alright, let's see. What's Pupper? A naughty nature. I forget what that does. Okay, a naughty nature raises its physical attack but lowers its special defense, so it's not too bad. It has Flash Fire, which means it powers up if hit by fire, which means it's immune to fire-type moves, actually. Funny enough. And its moveset's not that great, but it will get better eventually. So, I didn't fight any of the trainers beforehand because of that, because I was waiting to get our next party member. God damn it. Lumberry there. That's actually one of the best berries ever. If I remember correctly, it's the one that restores any status. No matter what, it restores every single status. It's one of the 2 best ones. Ross, not so much. That just cures burns. And Leppa. This is the other best berry ever. Leppa berries restore 10 PP of a single move. Now, the nice thing is that in other games, you can replant and regrow and get an infinite supply of Leppa berries. And if you get a lot of Leppa berries, oh boy, you're ready for just about any boss fight. Alright, now that we got that taken care of, I'm actually going to go fight some of those trainers that we skipped over earlier to actually level up Pupper a bit. Okay, that took a lot longer than I wanted it to. Turns out that having a fire type trying to fight a bunch of hikers was not a good idea. But on the bright side, we finally made it through. I took care of all the trainers on Route 11, most of the trainers in Rock Tunnel, and all the other trainers on Route 10. I think that's the order, or Route 9, whatever. Anyways, this is how our team is looking so far. Pupper got up to level 24. Red is 26, Bun Bun 28, Crash 29. I also taught Pupper that Aerial Ace TM that we got, because apparently a dog can learn Aerial Ace, but a freaking giant bunny muscular thing with a horde can't. So that's fun. I also stopped by Lavender Town's Pokemart and got a bunch of items, including some Super Potions and Super Repels, which are honestly a big upgrade than regular Repels. They cover twice as much ground, so instead of 100 steps, it's 200 steps, and they're not that much more expensive. Anyways, that all said and done, we're gonna go into here, the Pokemon Tower. I came to pray for my dearly departed Clefairy. I didn't even read the rest of that. Did you come to pay respects? Bless your Pokemon-loving heart, son. Apparently, yeah, Pokemon can die. Who knew? Growlithe, why'd you die? This is, well, now I feel bad because I got my own Growlithe. Pokemon Tower was erected in memory of Pokemon that died. So that's why most people say Lavender Town is kind of creepy, is because of this being kind of a ghost central, I guess. Also the creepy music, and there was a creepypasta associated with it, but I am a channeler. There are spirits up to mischief. I sense them high in the tower. Spirits, huh? That shouldn't be much of an issue. Oh, hey! It's you. What are you doing here? Don't tell me how you managed to kill one of your Pokemon. I'm gonna switch out Ret to begin this fight. Hey, Jordan, what brings you here? Is your Pokemon dead? Hey, it's alive! You can at least make them faint. Let's go. Jeez. Kinda rude, don't you think? Especially with that pose. Alright, he starts out with Pidgeotto. I thought he would start out with that, which is why I started out with the Ret. We're gonna completely shock this bird with the Thunderbolt. Ooh, that did a lot of damage, actually. Alright, there we go, no problem. Alright. Nice, Red grew to level 27, not bad, not bad. Next up we have Gyarados! Okay, this is another reason why I have an electric type with me. Gyarados, as I mentioned before when I talked about Magikarp, is one of the strongest Pokemon in the Kanto region, but has one weakness. The electric types. It's a 4 times weakness. Most of the time I find myself not having an electric type move to actually take care of Gyarados, so they're kind of scary. But just like that, it's gone. Fun little fact, Gyarados was supposed to be a water dragon type, but back in Generation 1, the only move that would even be, the only type that would be super effective would be Dragon type. But there's only one Dragon type damaging move, and that was Dragon Rage, which has a set damage of 40. So they switched it to Water type, which is why it's so weird now. Growlithe. You know what? We're actually going to switch over to Pupper. I learned while fighting some other Growliths the trainers had that Growlithe can also learn Intimidate, but we got Flash Fire instead. Intimidate is an amazing ability where when you come out of battle, the Pokemon gets one stage of their attack lower, the enemy Pokemon. But instead we have Ember, which instead increases, or we have Flash Fire, which instead increases our Fire type attacks when we're hit with our own Fire type attack. Even so, I've learned that Aerial Ace is usually better in most scenarios, so I'm just going to use Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace has a nice benefit of not missing, so if you're against an opponent that uses a lot of smoke screens, sand attacks, minimizes, all that sort of stuff, then it shouldn't be that difficult. Alright, next up is Kadabra. We have a nice little move to go with that. Alright, it's probably going to disable our bite next turn, so let's just use an Aerial Ace to finish it off then. Yep. Oh, it still missed. Okay, well. Aerial Ace probably would have one-shot it. Jesus Christ. It probably would have one-shot it anyways, since Kadabra does not have the greatest physical defense. And its final Pokemon is Ivysaur. This is why we have a Fire type now. He also has a Flying type move. But like I said, most of the time, Aerial Ace will actually be more useful than Ember. I did the calculations real quick. Pupper has a higher physical attack than special attack. And the base power of Ember is 40, but at the same time attack bonus is 60, which is the same amount of base power as Aerial Ace. So, unless the enemy Pokemon has really high physical defense, Aerial Ace will typically be the better move to use in just about any scenario that you would think to use Ember. Because I can't think of... Okay, maybe Steel types. Against Steel types, yeah, Ember is more useful than Aerial Ace, but at that point, most Steel types have high physical defense anyways. What, you stinker? I took it easy on you too. I'm sure you did, buddy. I'm sure you did. How's your Pokedex coming? I just caught a Cubone. I can't find the bigger Marowak. Where could they be? But there aren't any left. Well, I better get going. I've got a lot to accomplish, unlike you. Smell you later. Now, unless you really care about Blue's team or whatever, you may have noticed that he was missing a certain Pokemon that he had last time. What happened to his Raticate? There are many theories saying that the reason why Blue was in Pokemon Tower was because that you, the player, actually killed his Raticate in that fight with the SS Anne. And because of that, he had to go to Lavender Town and the Pokemon Tower to bury his Raticate, which is why he doesn't have it in that battle. Interesting theory. Don't know if I fully support it, but it's interesting nevertheless. There's a lot of interesting things surrounding Lavender Town. There's that old creepypasta everyone talked about, how certain tones in the original Lavender Town music cause people to, like, kill themselves or whatever. But I don't really believe in most of that stuff. Do we have... Yeah, let's switch over to Pupper real quick. So, we can't explore the entirety of Pokemon Tower now, but we might as well get us through as much of it as we can. Even we cannot identify the wayward ghosts. A Silph Scope might be able to unmask them. So, what does she mean by that? Well, if we walk around a moment... Come on. Don't make a liar out of me. There we go. We will run into these things. A ghost. Darn, the ghost can't be ID'd. Now, you might be thinking, oh, hey, it's another Pokemon we can just capture. No, if we try fighting, Pupper is too scared to move. I didn't know they had a limitation. So, we can't do anything to these ghosts, but at the same time, the ghosts can't do anything to us. We just have to run away. You can still battle all the trainers here, but you won't be able to identify any of the ghosts here or catch them. They do turn out to be Pokemon, but we won't be able to reveal them till later. And unfortunately, we won't be able to complete this because of that. But we might as well get through as much as we can through here. At least I hope. And all these Chandlers here, they're all possessed. Yeah, that's a fun little thing to put inside the kids' game. Now, hopefully if they're not too overpowered. Like, look, that's Sprite's eyes of the Chandler. Yeah, so this is a good place. Thankfully, Bite is super effective on Ghost types as well as Psychic types. Critical hit, not bad. Unfortunately, there's no way for Pupper to get the better version of Bite's Crunch, because that's locked underneath Breeding. Ooh, Takedown, though. Takedown's a good move. I didn't use Odor Sleuth at all. I think I could have just read the description right there. But one thing that Odor Sleuth is supposed to do is be able to make you hit Ghost types with Fighting or Normal type moves, I think? I don't know, I'll show on screen if I'm wrong about that. Anyways, we can still fight all these Chandlers, and with the Super Repels, we won't be encountering any of those weird ghosts. So I'll get through this as much as we can, but then after this, we just have to move on to the next town. But thankfully, we'll be unlocking a lot of things in the next town. Alright, do another bite, and Pupper's already almost up to the same level. Sweet! That bite is one-shotting everything. I'm so glad they added Dark types. Alright. Be gone, malevolent spirit. I just remembered I should probably be cutting out, or like trying to avoid most of these. I've been in such a talking mood that all I've been doing is battling Pokemon the entire game. Can't even speak at this point. I've been going on for, my thing says, an hour and 10 minutes. Nothing really interesting happened during the whole training session anyways, except me having to constantly revive Pupper because Pupper was just too weak. Alright. Gotta remember, I shouldn't be fighting all the non-required stuff. Can we avoid you? Yes, we can. Found an elixir. It's one of those PP restoring moves, or PP restoring items. And awakening, good, I actually ran out of those. We could take the long way around, go behind this channeler. Up here. A great ball, not bad, not bad. No. We just sneak around her again. I'm surprised none of them are like turning around, but I guess when you're possessed you don't really have much control. Even if you do hear stuff that you aren't supposed to hear. Alright. That was easy. Okay, you're a spinner, so let's see if we can avoid you. Enter the purified and protected zone. Jordan's Pokemon are fully healed. This is basically your little Pokemon center for the area. And in the middle, we have a cleanse tag. If I remember, if you give that to a Pokemon to hold, then wild Pokemon theoretically are not supposed to be encountered. An item to be held by a Pokemon. It repels the wild Pokemon if the holder is first in the party. So, okay. I don't know if it, like, it's supposed to work 100% of the time with repels, but it's like, sometimes it repels Pokemon, sometimes it doesn't for me. It's kind of weird. Alright, I don't think there was anything over there. Come, child, I purified the space. You can rest here. Okay. Didn't mean for that to happen. But I do think we're gonna have to fight you at least. Zombies! There are zombies in your tower. It fits because Plants vs. Zombies is a tower defense game. And yes, Ghastly. In case you haven't realized, there aren't a lot of ghost Pokemon in this area. They're just Ghastlies, and Ghastly's evolutionary line. They didn't have more ghosts till the next generation, obviously. But it's kind of weird just how, like, I don't know, limited all the selections for Pokemon are in the original games. It's kind of annoying. A nugget, that'll be useful. No, please don't see me, please don't see me, please don't see me, please don't. Good. Alright. Hopefully the cleanse stack does its job. Okay, down here. And X accuracy, that's another one of those X moves. It's one of my favorite, actually. Yeah, see, it doesn't perfectly work like a repel does. I don't know if there's like a specific chance that it gives you. I guess it just lowers it. It doesn't 100% get rid of it like repels do. So there's really no point in having Pupper hold it. Alright, I'll just put on another repel. It's always a good idea to move your repels to the top of your item menu so you don't have to constantly keep going down. Okay, I can avoid you. I can't avoid you, though. Alright, Jennifer has a Ghastly. What a shocker. Let me guess, I'm gonna bite it to death. That would be kind of interesting to see, though, a dog trying to bite a ghost. Ah, well, this is Pokemon. Ghastly does evolve into one of the more popular Pokemon, Gengar. It's a really good special attacking poison ghost type, though. Which is another thing to talk about. I guess I can talk about while we're fighting this Chandler right here. So, back in the first generation, Psychic types had only one real weakness, which was bug types, let's be honest here. And there were no good bug types, which is kind of what made Psychic types so overpowered. Because Dark type didn't exist yet, and Ghost types were actually weak to Psychic. Well, anyway, these Ghost types were, because the only Ghost types in the game were Ghastly and Evolutionary Line. The issue is that Ghost type, all these Ghastly and Evolutionary Line are both Ghost and Poison type. And Poison is weak to Psychic. They even say in the anime you should go get some Ghost, Ash should go get some Ghost Pokemon to try to fight Sabrina's Psychic Pokemon. So yeah, this game wasn't thought out very well sometimes. Generation 1's just freaking overpowered. Everything's broken. If we try and move on here, be gone, intruders. We have a forced encounter with another ghost. But again, we can't do anything without the Silph Scope that they mentioned before. So, all we can do is run away, and we could have to go through all this, the trainers trying to sneak around them again, but if I remember correctly, yes, we can use an escape rope or dig to actually just get out of here scot-free. Well, so much for that. We might as well just venture on over to the next town then. Alright, so you can also go south here of Lavender Town, but if we go that way, we're going to encounter the same route where that Snorlax was keeping us from going through. So, we just have to go through this route right here. Okay. Looks like another trainer we can just sneak around. Can we sneak around these two? Or is there a trainer on the other side? Okay. Now I do know... Okay. No, we can actually avoid these guys. I thought we'd have to fight all of them. Ooh, that's a new trainer type. Sort of a biker gang sort of thing. Let's see. Alright. Ooh, nearly ran into that guy. And if we try to go over here... I'm on guard, DDG. I'm thirsty, though. Oh, wait. There, the road's closed. Same thing. We cannot access... What is it called again? Saffron. We can't access Saffron City yet. But what we can do instead is go through the underground path again. This is a different underground path than the one between Cerulean and Vermilion. The department store in Celadon has a great selection. Do you go there very often? No, but that does sound like a great place I want to visit. There should be some more hidden items around here, and I will go get the item finder eventually. I just kind of want to do that off screen. I heard a sleep Pokemon appeared out near Celadon City, too. Great, another one of the freaking Snorlaxes. Fun. Alright. And with that, welcome to Celadon City. Oh god, it's a Team Rocket. Keep out of Team Rocket's way. So, there's a lot of things that we can do here in Celadon. There's a lot of things that we are going to do here in Celadon. And I don't know how far we are because I've been recording for like an hour or so. Over an hour at this point. So I think I'm going to actually end this off on one last little note. If we go up here, we'll explore Celadon, don't worry. But if we go up here, we're able to access this grassy part area here. We have a couple of trainers right there. Can we go to sneak past them? And if we go over here, oh dear, you found my secret retreat. Please don't tell anyone here. I'll make it up to you with this. We get HMO2. HMO2 is Fly. It's a wonderfully convenient move. Please put it to good use. This is probably the best HM in the entire game. Why is it so good? Well now, instead of having to walk around everywhere, we can now fly to any town that we previously visited. Unfortunately, not any route we previously visited, but any town, without having to actually traverse there. So now we don't have to go through like the Diglett's Cave to get back to Pewter and Viridian, and we don't have to go through Rock Tunnel to get back to Cerulean and all that stuff. It is great, and what you need in order to use it is the Vermilion City badge. Otherwise, you can't use it. But we already have that badge, so... But with that all said and done, I think I'm going to call that quits there. We got a new party member, we got through the Pokemon Tower, although we couldn't finish it entirely. And we got over here to Celadon and got one of the best, if not the best, HM moves in the entire game. Unfortunately, that HM move is not that great for battling, but it is pretty great for traversing the map. So I think I'm going to call it quits there. If you like what I do, subscribe to my channel, consider supporting me on Patreon, and follow me on all my social media links. All of that will be in the description. I'll see you all next time where we explore Celadon real quick, and maybe go on to our next gym battle. I'll see you all then.